In the humid tropics, precision agriculture meets apex predators at this massive commercial facility.
Marking the orientation ensures the developing life remains stable during transport.
Handlers must never rotate the eggs, or the embryo inside could detach and perish. After 80 days of controlled heat, the new generation breaks free.
During nesting season, harvesting eggs requires nerves of steel and perfect team coordination.
These breeding stock giants are the foundation of the operation, kept in simulated natural habitats.
Daily inspections are critical. Safety protocols here are stricter than any standard livestock farm.
Hygiene starts immediately to prevent bacterial infections in the young skins.
High-protein diets accelerate growth in these controlled nursery environments.
Only animals with unblemished bellies will make the grade for top-tier processing.
Pristine water quality is essential to ensure the skin remains flawless and the meat pure.
Inside the hatchery, temperature dictates everything, even the sex of the hatchlings.
Harvest day begins by lowering the water, keeping the animals calm and grouped.
Securing the jaws and covering the eyes induces a natural state of calm for transport.
Each animal is crated individually to ensure safety as they leave the farm environment. Time and temperature are the enemies. Any delay could impact the quality of both the hide and the meat.
With the harvest complete, the journey from the farm to the processing facility begins, under strict climate control.
Individual capture prevents skin damage and reduces stress hormones in the meat.
It takes 3 years of careful feeding to reach the optimal size for leather and meat.
Their diet shifts to develop the lean muscle mass required for high-end consumption.
Constant airflow keeps the animals cool and calm during the short transit.
Every animal is tracked by a unique ID, maintaining full traceability from pond to plate.
Arrival at the facility marks the transition from agricultural farming to high-precision manufacturing.
Digital logging ensures that the history of every luxury product can be verified.
Efficiency is paramount. The animals are moved into the holding area within minutes of arrival.
Only animals in peak physical condition are cleared for the next stage of the process.
A final misting period reduces any remaining transport stress, relaxing the muscle fibers.
As the raw material enters the plant, a specialized crew takes over the operation.
Telemetry data is logged in real time, ensuring the cold chain is never broken.
From the arrival bay, the line moves toward the controlled environment of the main facility. The facility is a maze of logic, designed to move the product in one direction, forward.
Positive air pressure ensures the internal atmosphere remains sterile and free of contaminants.
Human contact is minimized, but when necessary, it is performed under surgical-grade cleanliness.
Within this hall, the apex predator will be transformed into some of the world's most sought-after commodities.
Cross-contamination is prevented by rigorous multi-stage sanitization at every entry point.
Uniforms are sterilized daily and dispensed automatically to ensure zero biological load.
The red line rule is absolute. No outside contaminants can cross this physical barrier. Over 200 skilled technicians enter the plant daily, each vetting a strict security protocol.
This state-of-the-art facility operates more like a pharmaceutical lab than a traditional abattoir.
Human contact is minimized, but when necessary, it is performed under surgical-grade cleanliness.
Cross-contamination is prevented by rigorous multi-stage sanitization at every entry point.
The facility is a maze of logic, designed to move the product in one direction, forward.
Personal hygiene is the first line of defense in maintaining the Grade A export status. Beneath the hygiene layers, protective gear guards against the hazards of processing thick reptile hides. Hand sanitation is timed and monitored by sensors. The water only stops when the cycle is complete.
The air shower acts as the final gatekeeper, blowing away dust and microscopic lint. Tools are sterilized at 82 degrees Celsius to eliminate bacteria before touching any meat.
The facility temperature is dropped to 10 degrees, slowing bacterial growth and preserving meat texture.
Precision starts with the briefing. Every cut and every minute is accounted for.
Crocodile skin is armor. Dull blades are dangerous and useless. Sharpness is mandatory.
Before the first crate enters, the room is reset to clinical standards.
The barrier opens. The raw harvest is accepted into the sterile zone.
The mechanized heart of the factory beats to life.
The facility is ready. The transformation from livestock to luxury is about to commence.
This is the intersection of agriculture and industry. Gravity now assists the process, keeping the carcass vertical for optimal hygiene.
Electrical stunning is instantaneous, rendering the animal insensible before any processing begins.
The tail is shackled to the overhead rail system, which will carry the weight through the entire line. Removal from the crate is slow and deliberate to maintain a low-stress environment.
Clear.
Safety protocols demand a confirmed lack of reflex before the animal is hoisted.
Immediate bleeding is critical to ensure the meat remains white and the leather unblemished.
Before skinning, a high-pressure wash removes every trace of pond algae and farm soil.
45 centimeters.
The width of the belly determines the value. 40+ centimeters is the gold standard for handbags.
A final organic acid rinse creates a protective barrier against surface pathogens.
Robotic jets target the crevices between scales, ensuring a surgical-grade surface.
Weight data is captured to calculate yield efficiency later in the butchery.
Premium skins take the priority line. Scarred animals are diverted for meat-only processing.
This tag links the skin and meat to the specific farm pen and feed history. Air knives strip moisture away, preparing the skin for the grading inspection. Digital scanning detects imperfections invisible to the naked eye, automating the quality grade. Machines do the heavy lifting, but human eyes ensure no contaminants remain in the folds. Now begins the most delicate stage of the entire operation, the skinning. Backlighting reveals the truth. Any hole means an immediate downgrade from luxury to utility.
The buffer zone ensures the core temperature drops further before the hide is removed.
The hornback cut preserves the bumpy top scales,
while the belly cut isolates the smooth fashion leather. A single slip here could devalue the skin by thousands of dollars. Precision is currency.
With the protective armor removed, the focus shifts entirely to food safety.
The meat must be rinsed clean of any cross-contaminants from the outer skin.
Heavy salting draws out moisture instantly, locking the collagen structure for the tannery.
Mechanical assistance ensures steady pressure, preventing the stretching or warping of the scale pattern.
Internal organs tell the story of the animal's health. A clean liver signals clean meat.
Evisceration is performed with surgical care to prevent bacteria from the gut touching the premium meat. Crocodile fat is pungent, so it must be meticulously trimmed away to ensure a mild flavor profile. The tail contains the tenderloin of the crocodile, the most expensive cut.
The torso meat is tougher and is harvested for burgers, sausages, and processed goods.
The prime cuts are shrouded and blast chilled immediately to lock in freshness.
Rapid cooling prevents ice crystals from damaging the delicate cell structure of the meat.
Bones are ground into calcium-rich powder for pet food or fertilizer. Zero waste is the goal. Every 45 minutes, the line stops for a chemical reset.
With the carcass broken down, the meat enters the fine butchery for precision sculpting.
Laser-guided portioning. Silver skin is tough and inedible. Removing it reveals the pearl-white muscle beneath. Consistency is key. Chefs demand uniform thickness and weight for precise cooking times.
Ground crocodile is naturally low in fat, requiring careful handling to maintain moisture.
Nothing is there.
The grinder breaks down the tough fibers, creating a versatile base for value-added products.
Leg meat is darker and richer, often harvested for slow-cooked dishes or processing.
The patties are automatically interleaved with wax paper as they head toward the freezing tunnel. The forming line produces 100 patties per minute, each identical to the millimeter.
The forming line produces 100 patties per minute, each identical to the millimeter. Interleaving paper ensures the patties can be separated easily by the end consumer. Natural casings are used to provide the traditional snap when the sausage is cooked.
The linker twists portions at high speed, preparing them for the smoking chambers.
Thinner cuts are diverted to the jerky line, where dehydration will intensify the flavor.
From a single predator, a diverse range of culinary products has been engineered. The packaging line begins with the thermoformer, heating plastic sheets to form custom trays in real time.
Delta robots execute 3 picks per second, handling the meat more gently and hygienically than human hands.
Oxygen is the enemy of freshness. Vacuum sealing locks the product in a suspended state of preservation. Skin packaging technology holds the steak firm, allowing it to be displayed vertically in retail shelves.
The X-ray provides a skeletal view of the meat, searching for bone fragments. A small, dense particle is highlighted in red, indicating a potential hazard.
Automated blades separate the batch into individual retail units with 0 jagged edges. Dynamic check weighers ensure the customer never receives less than what is promised on the label.
Vertical bagging systems can package 60 units a minute, keeping pace with the freezing tunnel.
The multi-head weigher calculates the perfect combination of pieces to hit the target weight within a fraction of a gram. Contaminated products are instantly rejected into a locked quarantine bin for analysis. Laser coating etches the expiration data permanently. Ink can smudge, but a burn is forever. Optical character recognition verifies that every label is straight and every date is legible.
For the gourmet line, meat is cooked sous vide in its own juices at precise low temperatures. A thin layer of ice glaze protects the meat from freezer burn during long-term storage.
Hours of slow cooking break down the collagen, turning tough cuts into meltingly tender delicacies. The spiral freezer is a vertical skyscraper of cold, maximizing surface area in a small footprint.
Liquid nitrogen provides the shock freeze necessary to preserve the cellular integrity of premium cuts. Bulk packing automates the volume orders, preparing tonnages for export distribution.
While the meat freezes, the valuable hides enter the grading room, the stock market of the factory. A width difference of just 1 centimeter can alter the skin's market value by 20%. Only the flawless Grade 1 skins will become top-tier handbags in Paris or Milan.
Luxury fashion houses demand perfect symmetry. Nature's design is audited by human eyes.
Back on the culinary line, the frozen fillets are dressed for the retail consumer.
Presentation is critical. Each box is hand-packed to ensure the product looks as premium as it tastes.
Educating the consumer is part of the package, bridging the gap between exotic novelty and staple meal.
Hot melt adhesive seals the carton instantly, creating a tamper-proof enclosure.
The cured jerky line runs parallel, filling nitrogen-flushed pouches for long shelf life. An oxygen scavenger is added to prevent oxidation, keeping the cured meat tender for months. Every single character of the traceability code is verified. Unreadable codes are automatically rejected.
The package is now fully sealed, ready to leave the cleanroom environment. Drop packers collate the units efficiently, filling a shipping case every 4 seconds.
The individual retail units are now aggregated into master cases for global logistics.
The license plate label is applied, linking this specific case to a customer order in the database.
Heavy lifting is obsolete here. Robotic arms build perfectly stable pallets with geometric precision. Interlayer sheets lock the stack together, preventing the column from toppling during ocean freight.
Quality assurance isn't just a checkpoint. It's a continuous process of random sampling from the live production line.
Accumulation buffers allow the packaging line to keep running, even if the palletizer pauses.
Samples enter the laboratory through a sterile airlock, ensuring the testing environment remains isolated.
Microbiological swabs screen for pathogens like Salmonella or E. coli, ensuring the meat is safe for raw handling. This on-site laboratory operates to ISO 17025 standards, the global benchmark for testing competence.
Samples are incubated for 24 hours. A clean dish means a clean factory.
Because crocodiles are apex predators, strict testing for bioaccumulated heavy metals is mandatory.
An ill DNA verification confirms the species is genuine Crocodilus porosus, protecting against food fraud.
For the dried products, water activity is the critical safety parameter. Too wet, and mold could grow.
Texture analyzers quantify tenderness objectively, ensuring the meat isn't tough or rubbery.
Sensory analysis is the final hurdle. The product must cook, smell, and taste perfect.
Vacuum seals are stress tested to destruction. Even a microscopic leak is unacceptable.
Human panelists detect subtle flavor notes that machines might miss, maintaining the luxury profile.
Every hour, the metal detectors are challenged with test pieces to prove they are vigilant.
If the machine fails to catch the test piece, the entire production batch is quarantined and rescanned.
Cold chain data is downloaded and archived, providing a legal record of thermal safety. The certificate of analysis is the product's passport, verifying safety for international customs. Quality control is satisfied. The product is finally ready to leave the facility. Would you like me to continue to phase 10? With the laboratory's seal of approval, the inventory is moved to the deep freeze logistics center.
Every cubic meter is optimized. High bay racking maximizes storage density in this energy-intensive environment.
A spy in the box records the temperature every 10 minutes for the entire month-long voyage.
The cold chain must remain unbroken. We load cold product into a cold box.
Loading is a race against time to minimize thermal exposure.
The warehouse management system knows the precise location of every steak, down to the rack and bin coordinates.
And this is how modern factories produce premium crocodile meat from start to finish.
Documentation is as vital as the product. Without correct sites permits, the shipment would be seized at customs.
Inflatable dunnage bags absorb shock, ensuring the pallets don't topple during rough seas. A perfect fusion of ancient biology and modern food science.
Refrigerated containers, or reefers, are pre-cooled to -25 degrees before loading begins. From a muddy river bank to a Michelin star plate, the journey is complete.
This is the scale of 21st century exotic meat production.